If you've been following me this year, then you know my most anticipated movie of the year was this movie. I wanted to see this movie so bad. And to get a chance to go see it this early on a Sunday, I was beyond excited. And so entering this auditorium, I had to lower my expectations because I don't want to just end up loving it because, I'm so excited. But I did leave this theater pretty excited. Nosferatu stars Lily Rose Depp and Bill Skarsgård, and is about a gothic tale of obsession between a haunted young woman and a terrifying vampire with her, causing untold horror in its wake. From writer and director Robert Eggers, the man that brought you The Witch, The Lighthouse, and recently The Northman, we are talking his passion project, Nosferatu. Like I said, I was so excited for this movie. I saw that first teaser and I instantly fell in love with just how this movie looked. And I just knew going in, this movie is going to be looking beautiful on the silver screen. And my goodness, I walk out of this theater just on a high because there are so many things I want to talk about because it's such an early review. I do not want to get into any type of spoilers. I want you guys to go in this movie as blind as possible. So to give you a little history of Nosferatu, yes, I did recently just review the original 1922 movie, 104 years ago, and we are here talking about this remake that Robert Eggers, who if you watch interviews and he's talked about it, this was a passion project. He made a play version in high school. He's always fallen in love with this story in that original film. And then he grew up always wanting to be a film director. And he's made a couple movies that I love. I love The Lighthouse. I really admire The Northman. The Witch is grown on me, but it's a movie still that's not my favorite. But when I heard he was doing Nosferatu, I just knew. I knew. And so I am here to tell you, Nosferatu is 100% one of the best movies of the year, easily one of the best looking movies of this entire year, because my goodness, Robert Eggers, you've done it again. Beginning with the positives is him, of course. His storytelling is just different. It's so different from horror movies nowadays, because you go into a Robert Eggers movie, you're going to expect a output that could be very weird, different, but interesting. And I feel like out of all of his movies, this movie, in my opinion, is the most straightforward because obviously it is a remake. If you've seen the original or read the original book, whatever, then you know the story. I know the story through the movie. I've only seen the 1922 version. And so going into this movie, seeing visuals that he created from that original while also bringing his own style, I really admire it. I think it's just truly remarkable how it was filmed, how it was directed, the blocking, the editing, the sound mixing is so good on the most horrific moments and the most quiet moments. Robert Eggers really knows how to handle the story here. And like I said, it feels very straightforward if you know the story. And to me, watching these characters go through just this complete agony of Count Orlok, played by Bill Skarsgård, which, my goodness, I know it's not going to get nominated for Oscars. Bill Skarsgård deserves some type of recognition. That wasn't him. That was not Bill Skarsgård. I did not see Pennywise. I did not see Skarsgård. I saw a completely different being. And his voice, his look, wasn't a fan of the mustache, I will admit, but his entire aura in this movie, when he shows up, is haunting. Bill Skarsgård is truly not here in this movie, and that is the best compliment I give an actor. He is so good in this movie. Also in this movie, Lily Rose Depp as Ellen. I truly think she will be robbed if not nominated. I'm truly saying that. I don't know if they're going to be supporting or an actress. I don't know. She needs to be nominated. Bill Skarsgård's amazing. Don't get me wrong. Her, though, she's the heartbeat of this movie. She is literally physically giving it her all, and she is truly remarkable. I cannot tell you, without spoiling it, certain scenes that she just gives it her all. She is fantastic. You also have Aaron Taylor Johnson, William Dafoe, Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult is underratedly good in this movie. I think some people might not talk about him as much, but he's very important in this movie. He is the one that interacts with Count Orlok. His character is so imperiled to the story, and he is so good. Everyone in this movie is so good, and like I said, the cinematography, my God, the shadowing and the color and just the natural lighting. The movie is beautiful. I have not one issue looking at this movie. And my goodness, the horrific moments are slowly built. There is a couple jumps that got me. I won't lie. It's because of the obviously just loud sounds. But the thing is, this movie knows when to give you the horror. It knows when to slow it down, and it knows when the characters need to breathe. And then by the certain points of this movie, you are in it to win it. And it is so in your face. I loved it. And I absolutely feel like Robert Eggers just knew this story beat to beat. And you can tell that everyone in this movie was making a passion project. And he truly just had a great control of it. And I really enjoyed it. But it is not a perfect movie. I will watch it again, and I want to explore more ideas. And the big thing for me that I walk away with is the connection between Ellen and Orlok. This is something in the original movie, obviously it being 1922, obviously being a silent film, you can't delve deep into. And I've never read the book, I've never seen any other version, so I don't know a lot about this connection between her and Orlok. This movie goes extreme in its dialogue and showing. That's all I can really say. And it was a little off-putting. It's a little like, wow. But the sexual tension in this movie honestly made Count Orlok more just disgusting in the way where it needed to be. But I walk away saying maybe a second watch. Because on first watch, I was like, is it really that tension filled? Like, I don't know. Again, watching the original movie, you can see it, but this movie takes it to the next level, and I just wasn't prepared for that. So again, it's one of those things where like maybe on the second watch I could get into it, but first watch, it definitely was like, yeah. But again, also I will admit, the movie is a slow-paced movie. It is, honestly. It's a movie that I'm going to revisit because how much I love the story and just what he did with the characters and the design and the look of the movie. But I will admit it is a slow-paced movie. I think it moves faster than The Lighthouse, and I love The Lighthouse. So what does that tell you? But again, those are my only first reaction issues I would have to say. But everything else, I just really admire this movie. And this is something I haven't told anybody. I'm working on next short film. It's a hard horror film, and I'm really excited to show you guys. And certain movies this year inspired me to make this. This is a movie I wish I got to watch before filming my next movie, because the inspiration off this movie to me is just, it feels so real and so connected to me that I really just admire this movie a lot, and I can't wait to go see it. And again, I was really excited for this movie, so maybe go watch a review with someone who just wasn't excited and get their initial thoughts. But for me, it's everything I wanted and more. Some things I question, obviously, on second watch, I want to see that. But on first reactions, Nosferatu is easily the best looking movie of this year, one of the best, and one of the best movies I've seen this year. I'm going to give Nosferatu an A. And I am so grateful I got to see it this early on a beautiful Sunday. I definitely wore a sweater because I was like, ooh, it's got that creepy feeling. It's Christmas time, but it's Nosferatu time. But this movie does release on Christmas Day. I will be seeing it again. I cannot wait to see your guys' reaction because I can see people not liking this. 100%. There's a few things I'm like, I can see people making fun of, whatever. But there's one thing I can say. God, it looks so good. Oh my God, it looks so good. And the music too. Oh my God, the music. I didn't even really talk about the music. Oh, the music's so good. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this movie review. Early movie review. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.
Wait! If that was you on the phone and you on the bus, then who was flickering the lights? Nosferatu!